Even the angels weep, but not for themselves. They weep for you, for the soul that trembles when a single ayah pierces the heart. If you've ever recited a verse of the Qur'an and felt your chest tighten, your breath pause, or your eyes burn with unexplainable tears, you are not weak. You are awakened. And what happens next could change your entire afterlife.
When you recite an ayah and your voice breaks, that's not emotion. That's the soul remembering where it came from. It's the fitrah, the divine programming, waking up after being buried in dunya noise. Even angels, who never sin and are constantly in the remembrance of Allah, weep when they hear a human connect so purely with the words of the Qur'an. Not because they are sad, but because they witness something divine happening inside you. And they fall upon their faces weeping, and it increases their humility. You think you're alone when you cry during recitation, but you are not. The heavens are paying attention. Angels gather around the believer who is sincere in dhikr. No people gather to recite the book of Allah except that tranquility descends upon them. Mercy envelops them. Angels surround them, and Allah mentions them to those with Him. And here you are, wondering if your dua matters. It matters. Your voice echoes through the heavens more powerfully than you know. Here is the truth the world won't tell you. Your tears during sujood are more valuable than your applause on earth. People chase likes, fame, validation. But in the quietest sajda, when no one sees you except Ar-Rahman, your tears are recorded by angels who never forget. These are the tears that soften the heart and clean the rust of the soul. These are the tears that signal you haven't been hardened by sin. You are still reachable, still loved. Take this as your reminder. If the Qur'an moves you to tears, that is not weakness. That is your spiritual immune system activating. It means your heart still breathes. Don't hide those tears. Embrace them. Let them carry your repentance. Let them clean the wounds the world cannot see. Crying for Allah is not shame. It is shifa, healing. Allah sees. The moment you pause mid-verse, because the meaning stabs your conscience. He sees when you repeat a line because you want it to reach deeper. This is not performance. This is transformation. And with every tear, you are pulling the chains of your heart. You are no longer reciting. You are returning. Keep a Qur'an near your pillow. Recite it when your heart is restless. If you cry, don't wipe your tears. Let them flow. Tell the world is true, but whisper your repentance to Allah. He hears you, even when you say, just listen. Every verse is an invitation to remember. And those who recite power of one verse that lands at the right time. When you feel goosebumps from a verse, pause. That's your soul. That's your psychology. That's laughter. What honor. Don't let your heart become numb. Play the Qur'an when you're driving, cooking, working. Let it stay around you. One verse might change your day or your life. And if you've never cried while reading the Qur'an, ask Allah for a heart that feels. Ask for softness, for a soul that shivers when His name is mentioned. Ask for peace, because a tear today may save you from fire. So if your heart trembles, let it. If your voice cracks, don't silence it. That is the sound of a soul that is its master. Angels do not weep, when your sujood soaks with sincerity, and your lips tremble from a single ayah, the unseen world moves when the human remembers Allah with love, fear, and awe. Don't chase perfection, chase presence. Don't wait to feel worthy, you already are, because Allah chose you to hear this message. This is not just emotion, this is guidance. And if a verse makes you cry today, thank Allah, because that tear could be the beginning of your salvation. Angels are listening, so let your heart speak.